In this video, Nez Nation, we're going to talk about how you can make everything you say and do much more engaging, much more memorable, much more effective. And it's backed by science. You don't want to miss this, Nez Nation. So there's this thing in science, okay, that was recently discovered by a doctor in India called mirror neurons. And not to get too technical here, Nez Nation, but basically what that means is you're a human being. And when somebody else feels something, when you take action, and when you have emotions, other people around you, this is what really brings us into that social commonality. Other people feel those emotions and feel those activities as well. So for example, if somebody comes into work and they're excited and happy-go-lucky, that energy transference, you starts to pick up on that. And those mirror neurons that have been recently discovered by doctors and scientists start to activate, and they're always on too. And basically what that means is, you take another example. If somebody comes in sad and unhappy and crying, you start to feel that emotion. If somebody you see, when you watch a video and you see somebody like eat it, like in a skateboard video, right? And they just land right in the, you feel that pain. You start to kind of cringe. You start to kind of go, ooh, right? This is what mirror neurons are all about. So this has a lot to do with the energy that you bring to the table, whether it's in a conversation, whether it's in an interview, whether it's in a proposal, a pitch, a sales meeting, a marketing campaign, or, you're trying to give a public presentation that's effective and you want it to be more memorable. These mirror neurons are always activated. They're always ongoing and they're always on. So this is something to remember. And it's not something to really get too fixated on. It's not to kind of put so much pressure on you that you have to always be this sort of artificial, fake person. I don't want to advocate that. But what science is basically saying is that the energy that you bring to the table is infectious. It's contagious. And it gets picked up by your audience. So if you want to be more memorable and effective with everything you say and do, no matter what the context, you need to be cognizant of this. You need to be aware of this before you give whatever it is you want to execute. You need to bring that type of energy that you want people to emulate, because this is backed by science. This isn't fake it till you make it. This is really believing in what you are doing, really believing in what you're saying. It really promotes and authenticates and verifies you being transparent and you being authentic with yourself, your word, your integrity, and what you have to bring to the table. Another confirmation that trying to gamify, that trying to shortcut, trying to undercut, trying to get there quick without putting in the work, trying to find a trick, gimmick, or scam, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't work in the short term. You need to think in the long term, right? By the way, Nez Nation, I've got another video called Speech Anxiety and Public Speaking Tips. I'm going to leave the card right here. You'll see it up there somewhere. And you should check it out, because I talk a lot about the same things that I'm talking about in this video, and especially specifically around the context of giving a public speech. And I think you'll get a lot of value out of it. So, knowing that these mirror neurons are on all the time, and knowing that your energy and what you bring to the table and how you're culminating the sort of after effect or the results of whatever it is that you're saying, if you want to be more memorable, if you want to be more effective with everything that you say, this is the real simple truth of everything. And it's really simple. Not always easy to apply. It takes a little bit of work, but it's a really simple concept. And here it is. Take the focus off of yourself. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Don't worry about what, they're going to say and do. Don't worry about all the little nicks and knacks and crevices of how you're delivering and all that. Take the focus completely off of you and focus only on the value that you're going to bring in whatever context that is, in whatever situation or circumstance that warrants. Do that and watch what happens. And I would absolutely love your feedback. Leave in the comments below. What did you think of this video? What did you think of some of the things that we talked about? What do you think about those mirror neurons and how that's backed by science? What are some tips, tricks? What are something that you have implemented yourself, that you've seen, that you've really had some great positive results in creating more engagement, creating more memorability, and being more memorable and effective in the things that you say and do? Share them in the comments below, because I love to read those comments. I love to learn from you, Nez Nation. I love to serve you. As always, Nez Nation, yours truly, Professor Nez, bringing it every single week. Every single week, inspirational videos about your career, videos about digital storytelling, videos about how you can be and discover more about who you are and what you do, and how you can share that with the world through the different avenues of social media, storytelling, communications, writing, presenting, speaking, networking. It's all here on this channel. If you're interested, consider subscribing down below, because we bring in it every single week. One last thing before I go, we also have a brand new podcast called Ross and Nez with the incomparable, the inimitable Mr. Ross Brand, the mayor of live streaming. It's the mayor and the professor. We have our own YouTube channel. I'll leave the link down below. I'll leave the link to our podcast on iTunes. We would love it if you would subscribe. We would love it if you could give us a review. Let us know what you think. We're bringing it every single week, Nez Nation. Go out there and be more effective. Go out there and be more memorable. Take the focus off of you and focus on your audience, and you'll always win. That's a promise. Take care, guys. Thank you.